call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Fakar Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders that Jim Mr. rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akiyamas out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. It's the brother Bonsa Pod back at you again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. The quick lesson I want to get into, I've been meditating upon it, about when you read Acts, which I'm just up here on the screen before you. You went to the book of Acts, chapter 1, when the disciples were on the scene with Yahweh Shai. The disciples was asking Yahweh Shai, was this the time to establish the kingdom of Israel? And there wasn't the time, and that was during the Roman Empire. So when the apostles were with the Lord, they was asking him, was it time to restore the kingdom of Israel? And this is when we was in a Roman province under the power of the Roman rulership. So when the Lord came to Rome, they were just thinking that, was this going to be the time to escape from the yoke of the Romans? But they didn't think that they had to die first. According to the scriptures, reincarnation is in the Bible, come back reincarnated to America. So when you read 2nd Ezra, it said a kingdom is set before you in a dangerous place. America is that dangerous place. So we have to go through Edom, Esau to get to the kingdom of heaven, if it makes sense. So this is Acts 1, and I'm going to jump around a little bit. Lord willing, get a few precepts. Acts 1:6, when they therefore were together, the disciples and Yahweh Shai, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? Right. That's when the apostles were with the Lord. They were asking him that it's a time to restore the kingdom of Israel at that time. Because we were catching all kind of persecution back then. All manner of punishment was going on. You can't forget 70 AD. A lot of that was going on under the Romans, man. And we fled from the Romans. So during that time, when the Lord came to Rome, they was thinking that they was going to be from under the yoke of the Roman rulership. Like I say, but the apostles didn't think that they had to die and come back in a reincarnation in these times today. So that's the mindset that the apostles were in. They was in their mindset of, when are you coming to restore the kingdom of Israel? Forget, okay, yeah, we catching hell. Now we're going through all, we seeing our people cannibalism, and I mean, you can imagine, man, we was going through a lot. Their mindset was the kingdom. When are you coming to restore the kingdom of Israel again? So we could be back in our rightful position. You understand? To live, man, to enjoy your family, to have righteousness on the planet, to live in peace, to be in the kingdom, to be on top. The condition Jake is right now need help, man. We need help bad. Got to get up and go to work every day, punch a clock. Your woman ruling over you. You can't fully be a man in society. You see the wickedness running rampant through the streets, gays and lesbians and pedophilia and obesity, everything, man. You see it. But they didn't realize that they had to die and come back in this time. You see? And that's the mindset we have to be in. Will this be the time that the kingdom of Israel is going to be restored? So I'm going to get 2nd Ezra, which I'm here already, 7:6. Well, 7:6. Which you brothers know about 2nd Ezra chapter 7:6, about the kingdom set in a narrow place. So this is 2nd Ezra 7:6. There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. That's talking about the kingdom of heaven. The entrance thereof is narrow, difficult, straits. And by Esau, you seeing now how the Israelites are blasted all over the news and they go demonize Israel. So this is that narrow. It's going to get narrower and straight, S-T-R-I-A-T, a position of difficulty. It's going to be a situation where we can't, it's going to be so tight to move, man. because of the persecution that's coming down, the entrance we have to walk through is narrow. So the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place. And set in a dangerous place. So in order to get salvation in the kingdom, we got to go through this narrow space, man. You see? So that place is dangerous. It's America. You see? So we didn't understand that, or they didn't understand that back then in Acts when they was talking to Yahweh Shai. America is that valley of the shadow of death and a dangerous place. You see? They didn't go through, well, back then, 2,000 years ago, you see? They didn't realize you have to die and come back on this side and go through Edom today, which the Romans are Edomites anyways. But the disciples and the apostles didn't understand that. So that dangerous place is America, man. Like I said, we didn't understand that. So we was thinking that the entrance to the kingdom was going through Rome. That's what they was thinking. That's what the mindset. They thought the entrance back then was going to be restored during the Roman times. You see? So America is that dangerous place because we got to go through Esau, man. Because remember, back then we fled the Romans in 70 AD. A lot of Jake didn't listen. A lot of Jake got slaughtered. You know, and a lot of Jake fled into the wilderness, like Yahweh Shai said, man. So we didn't understand at that time that the entrance of the kingdom was going to go through America, not Rome. You see? And Jake didn't even listen when Yahweh Shai told them to flee. Now, Israel all over the news now, as you can see what was going on with that stuff that happened in D.C. You see what I'm saying? They already knew about the Israelites, man. But the main target of this all is GMS, the house of David. So the entrance that is thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place is talking about America, man. To fall like as if it were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. So America is that place where it's set narrow, the entrance thereof is narrow and straight. We have to go through Esau today to get through that. You see? In the scriptures, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures is what's going to keep us stable and remain in that time, in these times to come. It's about to get real bad. Everything in this Bible in its entirety is going to take place on the planet today. Everything, man. This is Psalms 23:1. And it reads, a psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. Talking about this wisdom, this knowledge, and the understanding. And this is what's going to keep us still in that day and not breaking apart as we remain spiritual, and that thing prevails against the Israelites. That's being blasted all over the news because the demonization is coming. The wisdom and knowledge and understanding what's going to keep us still and remain and not to break apart during these times, brothers. And this is what's going on today. He restoreth my soul and leadeth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yahweh Yahweh Shai. And doing this work is following the old ancient paths like it mentioned in the book of Jeremiah. Yeah, walk through the valley of the shadow of death. America is that dangerous place. Walking in the valley of the shadow of death, the entrance thereof is narrow and straight. So in order to get to the kingdom, we have to go through America. We have to go through Esau and the things that's going to come upon us. Yea, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort me. So the comfort of these scriptures is what's going to help us prevail and maintain in these times to come. Salaki for this. Let me get one more scripture to prove that Psalms 23:1 is talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding what's going to keep us stable. This is Isaiah chapter 33:6. It said, wisdom and knowledge shall be thy stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So this is what's going to keep us from falling apart once we remain and just do the work and to prophesy, to be spiritual, to be circumspect. Don't be going on your jobs trying to wake up Jake, man. Now is not the time to do ignorant shit. Do the videos, go on the highways and byways, do what you have to do. We don't have to tell nobody on our jobs, man. We got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, because these people finna come after us, man. It's only going to escalate from this point. You see, it's not going to de-escalate. Persecution is supposed to happen to the men of the Lord, for those who is appointed to, and for those who are the elect. That's why we say we hoping that we are the hopeful elect. You see? So the kingdom is set upon a dangerous place. It's talking about America. It's that dangerous place we have to go through in order to get through the kingdom of heaven. It wasn't going to happen during the time of the Roman Empire. It's happening today. Lord willing, I hope it was edifying. The Brother Bunsen Pod. Till the next time, Shalom.